Hi, God bless you, everyone that is listening to this. Today is the first anniversary of my husband and him with his liver transplant, and this was his second one. With this liver transplant, we went through a lot of trials and tests that we were going through, but at the same time, I was losing my husband and through this sickness and disease. But I found so much of God, and I just wanted people to understand that, through prayer and seeking, really, really seeking God and knowing who He is, and not letting any doubt, any fear come in and destroy what the plan of God has for you. I mean, you can conquer so much in your life, and just getting to know Him through this process, of my husband going through this liver transplant, it drew me so much to God. And when I meant it draw me to Him, there was times that the doctor would come in and say, instead of liver transplant, or including liver transplant, he was also going to get a kidney transplant. And through that process, we didn't know what was going on. And then we went through another time of, we had to raise at least $5,000 for him to even be on the list. And God still came through. And it was just like, when you hear something negative and you hear something coming at you, you immediately, oh, another one, God, another one. But it got to a point to where I was like, no, I'm done. I'm done with something coming against my husband, something coming against his true blessing, and knowing that God's going to always be there. When I saw the transformation of this disease and what it does to kill somebody, I didn't know how to pray for my husband's liver transplant. And Lord God, give him somebody else's liver. Well, of course, we all know that leads to somebody else's death. And, it was hard prayer. It was very, very hard prayer. Another thing was, they took away his Medicaid. And now he was just on Medicare. And, it was just like, should we lie? Should we, come up with ways of thinking, to get back on Medicaid? And God said, no, trust me. And sure enough, we started trusting God through all these things that kept on coming and kept on coming. And there was one song that I would listen to, and it was Oceans. And when I used to hear the song, it was just a beautiful song. And when I started hearing it every time I would go to the hospital and I was driving, the words of that song was just, reminded me so much of Peter when he was, on that boat, and he was, once God told him, come to me, and he got out of the boat. And at that moment, he didn't know God. He did not know God one bit. He knew he knew him, but he didn't exactly know him. And once he got off that boat, that fear immediately came in because he saw his surroundings. And at that moment, God said, why do you doubt me? Why do you doubt me? And God was waiting on the other side of the ocean. And through that, I mean, I would always sing this song, and I was like, God, and God kept on saying, you just gotta wait until the other side of the ocean, and you're gonna see. And I couldn't see nothing, God's like, why do you keep on doubting me? Why do you keep on doubting me? And I was like, because I don't know you. But then I started seeing $5,000 that was raised by friends and family, by you guys. And it was within 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and God just like, boom. And I was like, wow. The next thing was, they told him that he needed a kidney transplant. And it was just like, what, God, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And I was just like, no. And I was like, I can't, he's not going to do this. This is not for him. God didn't say this was for him. Sure enough, that night, actually, they said he doesn't need it. He's good. And it was just like an attack and after an attack after an attack. And then I was like, God, do we need to be on Medicaid? Do we really need to rely? And he's like, no, trust me through this. And sure enough, God came through. He on the list. He got his liver transplant. And it's been a year. It's been a year with him. And I have never been so happy. I've never been so happy. And just to know who my Father is in heaven, to know him and never doubt him, and to be blessed that I have my husband is the most amazing thing I can share with you right now. God is amazing. Always know who he is and not just what his works can do. Know who your Father is. And that's just my testimony for today. And I mean, for this year, I guess you could say. It's been amazing ride with the Lord. And like I said, healing is upon us. Receive it. Know that it's there waiting for you. And God will come through. Okay? Love you guys.